When sports are life and life is sports, I'm James Simmons and I got 5 on it. Welcome back, everybody, to another take of I've Got 5 on it. I'm your host, James Simmons, and this is a Dad's Thing production. It's Monday night, and if you guys are anything like me, you're probably done with the national championship game. Georgia is absolutely spanking TCU. And I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a game than what it has been. Absolutely a thrashing at the hands of Georgia, putting it on these guys. When I turned it off, it was 52-7 in the third. I think now it's in the 60s, still to 7. I'll get an update on the score a little bit later, but I'm done. I gotta get away from this TV because this is absolutely trash. But as I was looking at the game and I was just thinking about some different things, some takes that I had in my mind, something definitely came up. SEC football is top notch. It's the best of the best. I mean, this game tonight is really showing just how far apart some of these conferences are in comparison to the SEC. We've known this for many, many years. Looking back at the last 15 years of who's won the national championship, BCS, college football, whatever you call it, the SEC is dominated. And it's not just been Alabama, but all of the schools in that conference has gotten a little piece of it. And now Georgia is looking to go back to back. When you talk about top-notch football, it starts with getting great players, having great coaches, and having money, right? Those three things will get you in the running of having a great program. Georgia has those things. A lot of the other Power Fives got it too, but Georgia is showing it tonight that they got the best of the best. But in relation to that, there's been a little bit of news of a couple of SEC hires of late. Hugh Freeze just got picked up as the head coach of Auburn not too long ago, and Bobby Petrino has been picked up as the offensive coordinator. Texas A&M, that's where Petrino is going. So, two great offensive-minded coaches back in the SEC, but they're back in the SEC with a little bit of history. 2012, Bobby Petrino ran into some trouble with a female staffer. That wasn't his wife. 2017, Hugh Freeze ran into some issues with making some phone calls and other things to some escort services. Fellas, what you do on your own time is what you do. But I'm looking at it from a bigger perspective, a bigger picture. These are kids that are entrusted in the hands of these men to teach them to be role models, so on and so forth. And I'm just wondering, out there, and would love to hear some of the comments you all have. Is it just about the football? Is it just about winning? Or is it about molding and shaping these young men into the best that they can be as far as men, as far as potential husbands, as far as potential parents, the young man that's going to work for my organization, so on and so forth. And I'm wondering, what type of lessons will be learned from these gentlemen? Now, I know a lot of time has passed. We all change. We pay our debt to society. But the fact that these allegations, these incidents have resurfaced and have come to the forefront, where there's articles in ESPN and different other places questioning, how much was the SEC involved surrounding the hiring of these two gentlemen to come to these two academic institutions to bring their services as far as football coaches. So that's my take. Just wanted to bring that to you. I have my own personal opinions as being a coach myself, having coached on the college level, high school level, grade school level, you name it. I still have relationships today with the athletes that I coached. And it's one that I would want to be of the highest of integrity and me being of a role model. I still speak to many of my coaches today that in college ranks that I've played for, that I've worked for, that are definitely men of integrity that those lessons have helped shaped and mold me into the man I am today in all areas of my life. I would have a very difficult time knowing just how impactful a coach can be on a life of a young person. I would want to make sure that my kid is under the care of someone, under the tutelage of someone that could teach them lessons. Now, again, we make mistakes. That's all fine and dandy. We do have the ability to recover and recuperate from those mistakes and go on to do great things. And that's my hope for these two gentlemen, is that they can come to these institutions, bring their football knowledge, and also be the role models and be the teachers and be the men of integrity that we would want our children to be surrounded by and to be taught. At the end of the day, it's much bigger than a game. It's about life. It's about much, much more than the game. So that's my take for today on those two hirings going into the SEC, what they're going to bring to the lives of these football teams, these young men that they're going to be surrounded. And again, would love a comment to see what you think. Please please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all of the support. And listen, fatherhood is a journey you don't have to do alone. So we're here at A Dad's Thing to be a part of that journey with you by bringing some sports, some takes, and trying to, have a take on it that can help us be also the best fathers and parents that we can be. Thanks a lot for this take. Catch you on the next one. Have a good one.